Okay, let's get right into our match. Remember that white on the right, black go first. We're going to take two from the middle. An opponent's going to put one in each hand. The other opponent's going to choose the colors, and they're going to rock and roll. Here's a tip. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you have the colors that you're jumping over, the colors you're acquiring on your side of the board. This is to help manage the game a lot better. Trust me, switching colors will help you better manage the match. And if you have all of your opponent's pieces in one spot, if somehow you move the wrong color, you'll be able to catch it this way. And you're going to see how real soon the black makes a wrong move and accidentally moves the white. But because here we go. But because just before puts it in its power, sees that the mistake is made, can quickly change it. No blood, no foul. Okay, one of the biggest requests that I get from many people who take our Konani workshops is that they want to see a game in action with commentary to help them understand the game. We're starting a series of videos that does just that. And if you have a video you want us to comment on, send it to our link, or send us a link at konaniplayers@gmail.com. Give us permission to post it onto our site. I'm not going to make any promises, but if we can, can. If no can, no can. I want to talk a little bit about identifying the board, which is going to help us a lot as we watch this game going on. Now, the logo side of the board, which is this area here, is what we call the Makai side of the board. This is the Makai player who happens to be white. Now, on the right side of the Makai player, this long strip here is what we call the Kahakai side of the board. Your opponent's side is called the Mauka side. And the right side of the Mauka player is what we call the Kuhivi, or the ridgeline of the board. As you can see, our match is going as we speak. Other areas of the board that we got to consider. The board is split up into 5 different sections. Each corner and the middle area here, where most of the action is at the beginning of the game. This corner here is called the Makai corner. We have the Kahakai corner on this side here, the Mauka corner, and the Kuhivi corner. This section in the middle we call the Kaimana. Some people call it Middle Earth, but this is the middle part of our board. Okay, as you can see, the game is in progress as we speak. We're going to speed up the game just a tad so we can chew up a little more time. Not to make things any more confusing, but we can take a look. Just a reminder, you have the option to jump over 1, 2, or 3 of your opponent's pieces if you want, as long as you move in the same direction. You don't have to do it, but it is available if you want to. Again, you cannot move diagonally. You have to jump over your opponent into an open hole and then remove that piece that you had just jumped over. As we can see, as the game progresses, it looks like a pretty exciting game. No one has really strong advantage. As you can see, the Kahakai edge is untouched. The Kuhivi edge just has one missing piece. The Mauka edge here is pretty much all gone. And as you can see, the Makai edge here is starting to develop. At this stage of the game, it looks like, if we take a look at our corners here, on the Makai corner, looks like white has the advantage. White can jump here, white can jump here, white can jump here, black can jump here. On this, on the Kahakai corner, white also has a slight advantage. Or shall we say, black has a slight advantage, as it can jump here, as well as jump here. On the Mauka corner, white has right now black has the advantage. You can see black can jump here, and black can jump here. When we get down to this side of the board here on the Kuhivi corner, looks like no real advantage for any player there. Okay, so although white has given black a triple jump, it's now defending this line here. So right now this line is basically well defended by the white. Now black jumping in here creates what we call an imu, a section where the first person or first player that moves any one of these pieces here will be at a disadvantage, or basically be stepping into the imu. So this is the type of area where you don't want to be the first person to move. Here's another situation, what we call the imu, where white doesn't really want to jump because it's going to put itself at a disadvantage. It's going to give white an advantage. If we come down here to the Kahakai line, white clearly owns this. White can jump here, basically undefended. And so white actually has a couple of moves right in this area here. Black has a tough decision. Black makes a double jump into a protected area, which is actually a good move to do. But is it enough? Now what the white opponent is doing now is white is trying to stall. Now, one of the mistakes that a lot of new players make is that they save that last move. Well, sometimes that last move that they save is not the last move. It's the second to the last move. White's going to play the stall. White's going to try and hold off. White doesn't want to move anything around here because white has full control of this area here. What white wants is black to move there first. So what you're going to see is that white is going to try and stall. I can almost guarantee you this will be the next move for the white. There we go. This forces black to move in the imu area. White's going to take this one right here. Again, it's a freebie. It's what most people will save for the last move. White does another move instead. It jumps into a protected area. Black cannot defend. Black cannot attack. White is in a perfect position here. Black takes that move. White takes that move. Now black is in a very, very tough decision. In fact, the game is almost over because black only has two moves. And that's one of them right there. White takes it, and actually the game is over. They shake hands, and the game is over. As part of protocol, you always want to shake hands. Once again, folks, thank you for taking a look at this. I hope this helps. Watch this video over and over again if you have to. This video is brought to you by the Konami Players Association, building a future by learning from the past. Also, HawaiianCheckers.com, the best place to buy all of your Konami products, learn about history, and make new history at HawaiianCheckers.com. And remember, last move win. Another one of our sponsors is Soulmates at the Coconut Marketplace on the east side of Kauai. The best place to buy high quality slippers and sports sandals. A native Hawaiian company. And remember, support local businesses that support local communities. Want to make a comment or become a member of the Konami Players Association? Hey, just email us at konaniplayers@gmail.com. You want the latest Konami events and workshops? Then join us on our Facebook page at HawaiianCheckers.com. And also would recommend you subscribing to our YouTube site, Konami Players, for ongoing videos, commentaries, and tips on how to improve your game. Thank you everybody for joining us. Have a great day. Mahalo.